Welcome to another episode of Solitaire Quest. And from the 6th Doctor era, we are going back in time to the 1st Doctor era. We are watching the animated reconstruction of the Doctor Who episode, The Celestial Toymaker. So, yeah. This is an animated reconstruction where they had, I guess, reference photos and whatnot. And they had an audio recording of the episode. So, yeah. They managed to make an animated video of it. So, yeah. We got episode 1, The Doctor is Invisible. And the TARDIS is in some sort of dimension. So yeah, I wrote down my notebook. The animation is a bit jank. I noticed with these animated reconstructions of the episodes, it's the animation style isn't coherent. Let's just say it's not quite coherent. It's not. There's no continuity between the animations, you know. They go from art style to art style, you know. And yeah, Steven and Dodo leave with the Doctor. Celestial Toymaker sends puppets out. And there are some round TV spheres in the air. And yeah, the Doctor knows about the domain of the Celestial Toymaker. Toymaker disappears the Doctor. The puppets find Steven and the Doctor. The animation illustrates. We got animations that illustrates the Doctor's adventures. Steven and Dodo have to play some games. The Doctor and Celestial Toymaker have to play some games, and he has to play a 3D logic puzzle. And yeah, the Toymaker is bored and he wants to play some games. The Doctor has to play a logic game and he has to move the pyramid around and whatnot. So Steven and Dodo, they must quest for the TARDIS. So yeah, Steven and Dodo have to play some children's games, but they're not as simple. The Doctor warns Steven and Dodo. Toymaker makes the Doctor intangible except for one hand. And they have to navigate Steven to the end of the course in the game. So yeah, the Toymaker puppets they're cheating. Steven tells them to play fairly, and then they win. So yeah, the puppets get defeated and whatnot. And Steven Dodo must complete the riddle. And we got episode 2. Steven and Dodo enter a TARDIS. They must open a door. Toymaker and the Doctor speak, and now the Doctor can't speak. I wrote down my notebook. I would just challenge the Toymaker to a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, have a third party make sure the deck listings doesn't change. You know. It's I have to wonder what the Toymaker would do against branded splashed with cash into it. So yeah. Steve and Dodo must challenge some playing cards. Yeah, a fun fact about all these playing cards that I use. They're actually the souls of my victims. That have been condensed into cards. So yeah, they have to solve some riddle with some chairs. They can progress to the next room and they use some spare dolls to test some chairs. The playing cards have to test their chairs. They're gonna trick the little guy. Dodo sits in the wrong chair and freezes. And yeah, Steven pulls her out of the chair. And they almost get the Joker to sit on the chair. The king and queen get fired up. The Toymakers gives them the next riddle. Oh, yeah. So yeah. The Toymaker sends more puppets. The dolls follow them. Steven and Dodo go into a bakery. Two dolls meet with them. So yeah, they have to find a key. They have to find a thimble. The doctor isn't playing fast enough for the Toymaker. Dodo seduces the soldier to help her. Plate gets shattered and more plates get shattered. The two dolls are fighting each other. Steven and Dodo must find the key. Steven talks to the Tubbs and he disapproves. The tubby guy and he disapproves. We find out that the pie had the key. So yeah, the Toymaker threatens his two dolls. There's some surreal 60s visuals. Steven dances with some dolls. The Toymaker taunts the doctor. Dodo and Steven manage to get the TARDIS, and they're getting past the dancing dolls. The Toymaker must find a deadly character. The Toymaker is going to send in the fat schoolboy. Steven and Dodo get the next clue, and they speak with the fat man. And we got episode 4. Steven and Dodo have to play against the fat man. They have to go to the end. They gotta go on these triangle platforms, and some of them are electrified. The Toymaker accelerates the doctor's game. Steven gets sent to the start. The doctor has 72 moves to go. So yeah. So Toymaker taunts Steven and Dodo, and then he taunts the doctor. The fat guy is getting closer. Then he gets zapped. They have to play the game to the end. And then they reach the TARDIS. Steven and Dodo meet up with the doctor. The Toymaker is going to take them all together. The doctor deals with the Toymaker, and the Toymaker offers him power. The doctor must finish the game, but if he does, they all cease to exist. And they could just go into the I wrote down my notebook. They got the TARDIS, they could just go into the past, you know? And then they escape. And what the first Doctor ends up doing is he ends up using the TARDIS to mimic the Toymaker's voice. And then they dematerialize at the same time as the Toymaker's voice commands the piece to the last piece of the Doctor's game to move, you know. So yeah. They steal some of the Toymaker's candy, and we find out it's sour. Like, really, you shouldn't be eating anything of the Toymakers, you know? It could just be sus. But, yeah. So, yeah. In this episode, it's like, yeah, I've seen reviews of Neil Patrick, the episode, well, the fucking New Who with where you had the 10th Doctor return as the 14th, and he has to face off against the Celestial Toymaker, who's played by Neil Patrick Harris for fucking reasons. So yeah, and yeah, the Toymaker, his whole thing is that he wants to play games with people like some fucking cosmic jigsaw. So it's like, yeah, new Who with that. It's like it doesn't really freaking line up with fucking characterization set up in the past, you know? Because in that, it's like the Celestial Toymaker was taunting the Doctor. And it's like the Celestial Toymaker's whole stick is that he wants to play games with people. And there's also, yeah, so what, I'm going off into a tangent, at least set about fucking second Russell T Davies series of Doctor Who, the better, but yeah. Like in later series, they fucking get the Toymaker so fucking wrong, you know. Personally, it's like it's like, yeah. And it's implied with this episode, it's implied the Celestial Toymaker is just out in the cosmos causing trouble. Like, he's not, like, for some, it's like in the later series, it's like it's portrayed as him crossing over into the world, which, yes. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah, I like this episode. We see the doc. It's like the Doctor, I guess because of freaking fucking, what is it? Oh fucking hell! My mind is crapping out on me. William Hartnell, because I think William Hartnell, it's like, I think because of his failing health, it's like they relegated his position, you know. I think because of that, and I think in the original episode, it's like, I think they just had like a stunt double do his stunts with the hand and whatnot. And I believe, yeah. So yeah, anyway, I like this episode. I thought the animation was a bit jank, and it's like whoever's the animation style. It's like it's not consistent throughout these animated recreations. Like, it's different animation styles and whatnot. That's what I find. So anyway, I'm your host, the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. This is my review of the Doctor Who episode, The Celestial Toymaker. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's pretty good. So anyway, peace out, folks. Keep your stick on the ice. Keep your cards on the table. Peace out.